Why do your hairs fall out when you are taking a shower? Well, first of all, when you're shampooing or conditioning your hair, especially when you're shampooing and you're basically being a little bit more vigorous on your scalp, you're loosening up the hairs that were ready to fall out anyway. So they're like, all right, we're jumping ship and we're just gonna fall out. It does not mean that you are, losing your hair, you're going bald. You lose, I think it's like over 100 hairs a day. So you may not even see half of them, especially if you have longer hair or really thick hair. That's when you're gonna notice it the most. If you've got finer hair, you may not notice it as much, but if you have thicker hair, obviously, especially if it's darker, you're gonna see it a lot more. So when you're shampooing and kind of giving your scalp a bit of a massage, between that and the shampoo, the product itself just kind of gathers it up. And when you're rinsing it, you're probably not gonna be seeing your hair go down the drain. But if you do kind of do one of these, if your hair is longer and you see clumps of hair in your hand, that's probably why they were on their way out anyway. It's just very, very natural, very normal. So don't, panic. Also, when you get out of the shower or maybe you brush your hair in the shower, again, it's the same thing. Your hairs are falling out from your head because they were going to anyway at some point. Just the movement or the stimulation from the brush or from your hands, whatever it is, your fingers, it's making those hairs basically just come out in a more condensed environment, which is when you're showering, okay? Also, hair tends to be a bit more fragile when it's wet, okay? And I've noticed that it's a bit more, the elasticity is a bit stronger. So you can actually pull the hair a bit more, so that makes it, again, easier to come out of the scalp. Now, if you do find that you're getting excess, right? Like, for example, I've seen, you've all seen videos on YouTube or wherever, where an individual maybe got her hair colored or his hair colored and bleached, and it's just very, very overprocessed and very damaged. Well, that could be another reason why it's coming out, especially in clumps. If you're going through any sort of medical condition, something like that, you may see a lot more hair coming out. I've seen people, women after giving birth or during pregnancies, clumps of hair coming out just because that's just the way the body's working at that very stage. Also, I've seen where maybe if you go get a haircut earlier in the day, if you're a male or a female, if you have shorter hair and you're getting the hair thinned out a lot of texturizing, and they don't wash the hair after, next time you take a shower when you go home, you're probably gonna see a ton of hair in your hands because when you're getting your hair cut, there was a lot of thinning out and texturizing, so all those pieces of hair are just sitting there in your hair or on your hair, right? So when you wash it or you go like this, you're gonna see hair everywhere. So it's nothing to be, alarmed about. If you do notice, again, it's coming out in clumps, something that's very unnatural, try to go back to the source. Did you get highlights in your hair? Did you have a bad hair color job? Did you bleach your hair? Did you do something very extreme? Like were you, using a brush or a curling iron, or does your hair feel very dry and damaged from over processing it? That could lead to why you're seeing a lot more hair coming out. But if you're just wondering out of pure curiosity, maybe you're starting to care about your hair more, maybe you're a little bit younger and you're starting to see hairs come out, well, don't be alarmed, don't be worried. It's very, very normal. And that's the answer on this topic. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.